Hi guys, welcome back to Rav's Retreat, my little home of wood turning on YouTube. We're not in the shack at the moment, although I have been earlier on. I'd been sorting through my wood stocks to try and make a little bit more room. I think I'm fighting a losing battle, mind, but you've got to try, haven't you? So while I were at it, I thought, some interesting pieces of wood I'd show you guys. Maybe you hadn't turned the wood, or maybe you're just interested generally. I like to see what other turners are turning, what woods they're using. Obviously I like to watch videos of people turning, see what shapes they're coming up with, ideas, but I also watch it to see what woods they're using as well. That's an interest. So anyway, we'll get started. This time we'll work from left to right, shall we, just to be awkward. First piece of wood is a nice piece of paduk, or paduki, as some people call it. You can't really see through the end grain, but it's actually got some really nice figuring in there. A little bit unusual. But paduk, if you're wanting to turn an exotic wood, paduk, if you're wanting to turn an exotic wood on a budget, I should say, then paduk is a good wood to try. When it can look absolutely stunning. When you first turn it, it's bright red. Well, not bright red, but it's red. Over time that will fade to sort of a reddy browny colour, but it still looks good. I've some other paduk dish upstairs with a little bit of the sapwood on, and that's still red, and I turned that about 8 years ago. But so if you keep it out of sunlight, it will keep that reddy colour for a lot longer. But it's one of the exotic type woods. Most of paduk seems to come from India. Paduk in India is like beeches in England, or maybe maple is in the US. But if you're looking to sort of get into exotic woods, then paduk is a good starting point. Not too expensive, but can look stunning. Anyway, that's a nice piece. That's 10 inch by 10 inch by 2 inch. Now then, what I regard as one of the kings of wood. If you're wanting exotic woods, then they don't come much more exotic than cocobolo. Unfortunately, it also has an exotic price. For this piece is 8 inch by 8 inch by 3 inch, and you can see the price there. That's in UK pounds. £30.25p. So in dollars that would equate to probably going on for $50, maybe something like that. So it's an expensive wood, but it's worth it. It is absolutely stunning. You've got to have turned cocobolo to realise what I mean when I say stunning. It's beautiful. You've got browns, you've got reds, you've got orange stripes in it. Sometimes there can be purples in it. It's absolutely fantastic. Dense, hard, heavy wood, but yet it turns with ease. Just keep your tools sharp and it'll turn quite easily. But it'll take a fantastic polish as well. I regard it as being one of the kings of exotic woods that us wood turners use. Fantastic. This piece I got, my local wood turning shop was on a bit of a sale, and as I said, the proper price for this should have been £30, and I got it for £16. So, that's half the price virtually. So I bought several pieces of it. I think I bought 2 or 3 pieces of 8 inch, because here's another piece of it, another 8 inch piece. This one's got some of the sapwood on. Look at the contrasting colours there. You've got your dark heartwood and your really light sapwood. But yeah, it's fantastic wood. As I said, I paid £16 for each one of these blanks, and there should have been £30, so that was a monstrous saving really. Right, we'll move on. This is another piece of padauk. This shows you that padauk doesn't have to be, it's a good exotic wood to start off on. I mean, here you've got a 10" by 10" by 3" piece of padauk, and the price is £21, which is going to be roughly $30, and you'll get an absolutely striking bowl out of that for $30. If you're wanting to get into exotics but you're limited in budget, padauk's a good start. And here we have another piece of padauk. This is, if you just bear with me, this is an 8" by 4.5". So 8" by 8" by 4.5" piece of padauk. Now this would make a lovely box or deep bowl. You don't generally see padauk this deep, this thick. It's quite a thick old piece is this. It's about the thickest that I've seen padauk anyway. But yeah, it's a good start into exotics. Turns really nice. You do have to make sure, as usual, you've got sharp tools, and a good respirator is essential. This is one heck of a dusty wood. The dust gets everywhere. When I first got turning, I turned a piece of padauk, and I was wearing a Trend Air Ace mask, which was, it wasn't a cheap mask, but padauk dust found its way into the mask. So, if you're wanting to test your respirator, turn some padauk, because if there's a little gap, it'll find it. And that's why I went on to positive pressure masks, like the Trend what is it? The Trend Air Pro, is it? Anyway, that's what I used to use. The Trend positive pressure one. They brought out a new updated version of it, which I was going to buy, but then I heard some bad reports of it. I heard that it wasn't very comfortable and it was a little bit top heavy, so I didn't buy one of those. I actually spent £700 on a respirator, the 3M VersaFlow system. It was a heck of a lot of money, but it's a fantastic respirator. Keeps you cool in the summer, brilliant, can't knock it. It's expensive, but so are lungs, they're expensive. Right, there you go guys, you could make a nice bowl or whatever out of that. Strange, this piece of wood, look at the size of it compared to this. This probably weighs twice the weight of that, but yet that's a bigger piece of wood. Strange, isn't it? This is super dense and heavy. If you throw this into water, it'll sink. Very, very heavy stuff, but beautiful. Right guys, I'll call it the end there. I do thank you for watching it, and I'll bid you a fond farewell. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you've seen maybe some woods that you've not seen or used before. If you've got any questions, please ask them in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button, or maybe you'd like to subscribe. That would be super great and very, very smashing. Right guys, I'll get off. I'm going to lock my workshop up till tomorrow. Maybe I can get in tomorrow and have another sort out, in which case I'll show you some more woods. Right guys, take care now. Bye bye.